This morning we put together a string. We had 4 tasks that were challenging because it challenged the pilots to use much different altitudes to achieve these targets. And we were hoping they were achievable. We knew it would be a stretch, and as it turned out, they were achievable. Some depending on what time you took off and how high you were willing to fly as to whether you were able to achieve them or not. But it was very difficult.
We had 4 tasks this morning, 3 hard targets and 1 pilot declared virtual target. Winds were from north to south. I thought we were going to line up and fly it from the northeast, but we ended up launching on more like a due north. And came in directly to the JDG, had a nice line, a good approach, and was able to get a score low before the winds kind of got a little shifty for me coming out of that target, going to the second one.
Until I found you, oh, I'm not gonna let you go. Oh, I'm gonna hold you close. It's hard, cause it took 5 years until I found you. We're just getting started, baby. I can't control myself lately. Oh, but you know that, you know that, you know that, you know it. We're just getting started, baby. I'm not going anywhere 'cause I feel best right next to you. Move next to me and show me all the things you wanna do. Oh, I can't wait to try them all. Going around the world in on fancy cars. Look at all the stars. I can't believe this is true. It took 5 full years to find you. We're just getting started, baby. I can't control myself lately. Oh, but you know that, you know that, you know that, you know it. We're just getting started, baby.
So it became easier. So like I said on the PDG, like I was gonna have to do that in between 3 and 4, but another mistake I did was I dropped the PDG logger mark. So I made the mark for the PDG over the JDG by mistake. So I guess got confused on my numbers. So instead of hitting the JDG electronic mark, I hit the PDG electronic mark. So I'll get a score of like 5K or whatever. So I didn't have to worry about the PDG going from 3 to 4. So I just took it up to the north. I had my crew at the 4th target, and they were giving me surface winds, and they were kind of consistently, between 180 and 220 with a little bit of speed. So I just set up on a mid-layer to fly the mid-layers in about 170, and then just slowly inched it down and caught the lower right wind over the target. And I ended up missing just a touch left, but was able to get a score, I think, like 15 meters.
We always have 2 people. 2 people measure. 1, 2, and then we repeat it, and then so that we make sure that we're both seeing exactly the same score. And we go from the stitching that is closest to the target.
I hit the wrong button with the electronics today. The PDG was supposed to be on drop 1, and the last task was supposed to be on drop 4. Going through the task string while in the flight, I just sort of, since I'd already done 2 and 3, I ended up just hitting the next button in the order, and I pressed 4 whenever I was doing my task, my PDG drop. So I dropped for task 4, logger marker 4, and then I realized that whenever I was approaching the time to drop for the last task, and so I'll take a little bit of a penalty on that one, but at least I'll still get the drops.
A gravity marker drop, as opposed to what we call a free marker drop, really separates a certain skill set. There's a real skill set in throwing a marker and having the ability to throw a marker maybe over 20 meters. Improving your result 20 meters by throwing a marker can be hundreds and hundreds of points. A gravity marker drop simply means that when you're flying your basket as close as you can to the target, you can't throw it. There can't be any momentum on the marker itself. You can only have your hand on the side of the basket, and when you feel the time is right, you just release the streamer and it floats to the ground. Whereas if you can throw the marker, you can actually wind it up, twist it, and some people can throw 20, 30 meters, which is an incredible throw, but you can really improve your score on that. We did 1 gravity marker drop this morning on the first task, and the rest were what we call free marker drops.